Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Kit Conspiracy. And today is Saturday, our regular day to post. So MK will have a video for you as well over on her channel. I highly recommend that you go and check out what she is doing. We are both using the same kits this week with the same photos. So that is a little bit of a change from our last time that we did Kit Conspiracy and from the following weeks that will be happening for the remainder of this month. We don't normally have the same photos to pull from, but this time we do. So I'm using 3 photos of MK today, and she's in this little tiny triangular pen feeding this particular cow. I think they put him into that pen because he also had to have some additional medication administered. And so once she was done feeding him, he knew she had the milk but couldn't get it around her because she's kind of at the point of the triangular pin. So the only way to get to the front of her to get that milk bottle was to go between her legs. So she was a little bit surprised and not expecting that because he came from the behind her, and it was kind of funny. Anyway, he was a really cute cow. There's the pictures of his face are underneath my black box there, and you get to see it there now. Super cute. I did go through my color bins to pull out some orange things because I felt like I was going to use a bit of orange on this layout, and in reality I didn't really use anything from my color bin with the exception of this piece of orange fiber. So it's not really ribbon. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it is a kind of fiber, and I only had this really small piece of it, so I'm going to cut it into 3 sections and use it underneath all 3 of these pieces of wood veneer, which are all from MK's shop. So I thought that would be a nice little nod to her to use her own wood veneer on her page, and then to also use some fiber because she uses fiber on a lot of her layouts, and that is something that I forget to do quite often, and so I thought it would be kind of fun to go ahead and do that. So that is what made me really go with that decision. So I also don't normally do 3 photos straight or across the middle of my layout without making them perfectly straight, but I am tilting them just a bit because she does that on her layouts quite a bit, and I thought I would go ahead and do that on this particular layout as another nod to her. And I'm going to do it on a couple more layouts just so that the photos or the layouts in this series are not all linear, with the exception of this one. I want to have like a nice balance of both. And so I'm going to do it on a couple more layouts just so that it looks cohesive. And you're going to see that on tomorrow's layout as well, because I'm going to have a bonus video for you guys. So come back and check that out. I did use the second or the bottom half of a journaling card that I used on one of my other layouts, and it was not from this particular kit, but it matched well. And so I'm using that up top, and I'm layering it up with a windmill and then this other little piece that says grow. And then the photos at the bottom, I kind of moved them a little bit more right because I wanted the bottom embellishment to be more right than the top embellishment. So I want it to look more like a triangle rather than one off to the left and then the 2 straight up and down from each other. So that is why I moved those photos a little bit more right than left. I did use the chipboard piece here that has a floral basket on it. I think it says Bloom and Grow. And then I cut the basket off of the die cut piece that matches that, but in a larger scale. And then I'm covering the bottom of it with the wood, so it almost looks like a planter box, and I kind of like the way that that's looking, and so that's what I decided to go with. I am using some glue dots to adhere all of this wood veneer down. You could use some liquid glue if you don't have glue dots available. It does work very well for the wood veneer, but in this case I decided to just go with the wood dots. Or the glue dots, not wood dots. And then using liquid glue to adhere the some of the fiber down. I did put a couple of glue dots behind some of that fiber just to hold it in place, so it's not just being held by the liquid, because a lot of times the fiber just soaks up the liquid and then it doesn't actually stick to the page. So there is my completed layout, you guys. I do have some room for journaling for that little story about this cow. And you can see MK and the young lady who takes care of these cows administering some medication as well there. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, again, always put those down below. I don't respond daily, but I do read them and I do respond. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.